Captain, reports from command have come in over the radio. It seems like a massive red charge is coming our way extremely soon. They've got tanks. Not big tanks, but they do have tanks. As well as troop carriers and hundreds of soldiers. We're talking well over 700 Reds. I don't need to tell you this, soldier, but this is not good news. We've only got bazookas. Can command send anything our way? Sir, according to command, they can send 8 land mattresses to us. That's not exactly what we need right now, but we'll take it. That, plus our 100 soldiers, will have to do. Tell the men to get ready. This is going to be a long day. Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today I am back with some more Menace Assault Squad 2 utilizing the Army Men mod here. So, we have hundreds of red soldiers that are going to be charging on forward here. Some of them are in tanks, while others are on the ground, and some more are on troop transports here. It's very hard to see red on red right there, but they are there. And they are going to be attacking this small green position. The greens have some trenches dug out and soldiers throughout this small town ready to defend. They do have a lot of bazookas, they have SMGs, they have BARs, they've got assault rifles, basically small arms. But the big thing that's going their way is the 8 land mattresses that they have back here that are going to be sending thousands of missiles towards the Reds every minute. So the infantry essentially just has to defend the land mattresses, and they could potentially win this thing. If the land mattresses fall very quickly, then they're going to be in some serious trouble. Alright guys, if you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're working our way towards 500k, hoping to hit it by the end of the year. And comment on down below who you want to win this thing. Are you hoping for the red Menace to come through, or do you want the green defenders to be victorious? Alright guys, let's get into this video. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go ahead and get right on into this thing. Pressing start right now, and the Reds should begin to move forward. Alright, a little bit laggy at the start, but hopefully that cools down, and it looks like it did. And oh my god, we already have fire coming out from the land mattresses. I guess you got to be ready for that when you're using artillery that has extremely long ranges to it, because they're going to start striking up against these enemies right away. So the preliminary grouping of red soldiers here getting hit extremely hard by the incoming missiles right now. Bodies actually just getting evaporated by the heat of the explosions that are coming through right now. Luckily, the Reds are fairly dispersed, so if you're rooting for the Reds, you are in luck with that regard. However, still the front line of Reds almost completely obliterated here. It causes a lot of the other Reds in the back to sort of stop and take cover a little bit. They don't want to move into the fire zone of these oncoming land mattress missiles here. But that is going to be the first wave of missiles done, and now these bad boys gotta reload. However, there is a second wave a little bit farther back that are only going to fire when the Reds get closer to the objective. So let's go ahead and go into normal speed here for a little bit and see these things fire. I think they're about to. Let's see. Perhaps not. Alright, normal speed. Let's see. Nope. Nothing? Okay, maybe we'll catch them firing a little bit later on in this battle, because right now the red soldiers are moving forward, and the green infantry is starting to get to work. The infantry for the greens is not very stacked. They do have some good small arms to fire at the Reds. They've got a solid number of soldiers, about 100, but it's not going to be enough to win this battle. The Reds have so many more soldiers, and they have T-34s coming forward as well. So this infantry without the land mattresses is a guaranteed loss, but with the land mattresses, we're hoping they can make up that deficit. And here we go. Land mattresses are going to begin to fire away here, so let's go ahead and watch this volley go off as the second round begins to impact the enemies right there. And there we go. They start going through their second clip right there of land mattress fire. It is a beautiful sight seeing some land mattresses go off into the distance. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful indeed. And that is going to be the second barrage. Let's catch the explosions as they come down here, and the Reds begin to take further losses, and more red soldiers are clumping together as they all get to the front lines. So those land mattresses need to be less and less accurate. They can just sort of splash damage a whole lot of soldiers and take a ton of them out. All right, these tanks are right up against the Greens right now. Greens do have bazooka troopers to take them out. Also, I think the land mattresses are capable of killing these things. They just need to get a number of hits on them, or at the very least, they need to track them so that they're dead in the water. But, you know, at the moment, it doesn't seem like any of the T-34-76s have gone down on this battlefield. You know, people say the T-34-76s are the best tank in World War II, purely because they were not very hard to operate. It did take some manual labor, like actually changing the gears on the tank. You would have to whack it with a rubber mallet in order to actually do that and accomplish any movement. And in addition to that, I mean, they just broke down a lot and things like that. But, you know, they're fairly simple to operate, and they just churned them out. They were just so cheap to build that they churned them out, created a ton of them, and that's why they say they are the most effective tank in World War II, because they just outpaced production of the German tanks by a lot. All right, we have another land mattress strike going on over here. It is dangerously close to some of these green soldiers over this way, but just barely misses them. I bet these Greens are not too happy with that crew. In fact, it actually hit a couple over this way and knocked them out. That is not good at all. Is it going to kill this T-34-76? Not sure, but it does manage to take out the truck in the back right there. If it explodes more than this, it could take out a lot of infantry with it. It's on fire, so it has the potential that it could explode, you know, and just take out a ton of troopers right there. There we go. T-34-76 right here on the front lines, going down before our eyes. Must have been this bazooka trooper right here. Could have been, or this one over here, or this one over here. There's so many bazooka troopers. Could have been any of them. But either way, the Greens are feeling the pressure now. Are you feeling the pressure now, Mr. Krabs? We just have so many red soldiers coming forward. They are swamping these Greens right now and just absolutely charging them with tons and tons of troopers. Absolute brutality here. We've got grenades getting thrown into this trench over this way. These guys are likely going to get dislodged from that and just shot down, or they're going to explode with the grenade. Either way, it doesn't look like it's going to end well for these guys. He does manage to toss the grenade away, which is a very, very good thing, but they're taking a lot of heat right now from being out of cover. Let's go ahead and bump it up a speed here, by the way. And that is going to be the end of those troopers. They did end up getting gunned down by the Reds right there. All right, it is still a little bit laggy, so we will bump it down a speed again. I just don't want the battle to be too gross to watch. You know, if it's so laggy, it's no fun to watch. All right, this front line of green soldiers is going down. There is a bit of a second line further back. It's just not exactly super far away from the green artillery back here. So you really want to keep that artillery live, and you don't want these enemies to get so close to it that they can just shoot it down. Got more explosions rocking over here. Looks like some more trucks are going down. Reds bursting through this barnyard over this way, killing a lot of the Greens behind it, but there's still a solid number of Greens there too, so they might be able to do something. This Green got dislodged from cover and tries running back to it, and he's actually going to make it right there. That's pretty surprising. He starts unleashing with his BAR right now into some of the Red soldiers. We've also got these two cheeky Greens right here. This guy's got a bazooka waiting for a tank to get nice and close. The other guy with the grease gun spam firing around the corner from that trooper. All right, on the far left, we have just a mass of soldiers over here. This is a ton of troopers right now. If a land mattress chose to target right here, it would be so good. But I think all of the land mattresses are currently reloading. The second they reload, I'm expecting some big boom booms, but as of right now, the Reds are going to dominate the battlefield until those things are fully reloaded. So these green infantrymen truly have to hold out for a little bit longer here until that reload is finished. Nice grenade right there from the Greens. Takes out a slew of Reds. If you can't beat them with your big explosions, hit them with the little explosions. That's what I always say. I've never said that once before in my life. I can guarantee that, actually. All right, more Reds clustering together. It is a very effective tactic in terms of just making a nice wedge and just, you know, getting through the enemy lines. But when it comes to facing artillery, you know, it's gonna come a knocking, and it's gonna start tearing down a lot of those troopers. So it's just a matter of time. It might be effective right now for the Reds, but in a few given moments, it'll probably end poorly for them. We just need these things to finish reloading. You can see them loading up the land mattresses right now. Ooh, this is actually one of the tensest battles I think we've ever done on the channel. There's just so many dynamic pieces going on with it. And here we go. Land mattress shots fire way over. Way over. That's so bad. Okay. One volley just completely wasted right there. Oh, but we got another volley coming in over here, and it is an effective one. Yes. Look at that. Okay, we like to see that a lot. As I was saying before, this is definitely one of the most interesting, tense, dynamic battles we've ever done on the channel, just given the fact that there's so many moving parts, so many things that can go wrong or right for either side, and I just find it to be really, really fascinating. All of that combined. Okay, the Reds get really, really done in on this side over here. And let's see what happens over on this side. More and more Red soldiers getting beaten down. And the Reds were so close to the finish line over here. But they still might be able to make it. This side of the battlefield is looking like an L for the Reds. But this side of the battlefield, that one... I was about to say Nebelwerfer, but it's actually a land mattress. That one land mattress that ended up targeting way back here and got almost no one might have actually lost the battle for the Greens because of all of these Reds that are coming forward now because they didn't get hit by that land mattress. Still a couple land mattresses alive, but they have to go through an entire reload process right now, which might not be very good. I think the only hope is that possibly some of these land mattresses back here on a different reload cycle. Oh, this land mattress is reloaded, but it's unmanned. Oh my god, they killed the troopers manning it, and so it is not going to be able to fire. Oh my lord, that is tough to see. Green soldiers now holding the riverside over here. This is definitely not what they were wanting in this battle. All right, let's go into semi-normal speed here, and we should be good in terms of lag at this point. Oh my god, the Red Menace is really coming forward now. Oh, we've got another Nebelwerfer strike. Is it too late, though? Okay, I meant land mattress. I keep saying Nebelwerfer. It's so fun to say, though. All right, they just bomb the absolute living crud out of this building, kill a lot of the Reds there. This could be the saving grace. Another strike going on over this way. Much less effective, however. A much, much less effective strike. I do have to say, those Nebelwerfers didn't kill everyone, but they did kill quite a number of troopers there, and it has weakened the Reds quite a bit. So maybe the Green Infantry can hold out for a little bit longer for maybe one more reload cycle now. That last shot, that last volley was definitely extraordinarily helpful for the Green lads here. Very, very impressive stuff right there. We just need these guys to hold out. Okay, another volley coming in. Another really weak positioning. You need to fire farther back, boys. Oh my goodness, it's painful to see that they are firing too close, although it did take out that T-34-76. I didn't even know that thing was still alive, so that is a good thing, I suppose. But yeah, we need more shots hitting over here. We need more shots hitting over here, big time. All right, let's go into full speed here. There are actually, I've just noticed, a lot of Greens left alive over here. Again, this side of the battlefield was a lot easier for the Greens. This side, much less. So the Reds do have actually quite a number of Greens to go through over here. So the stall tactics continue on this battlefield for the time being. There's still probably at least 100 Red soldiers left alive, probably more. But that being said, the Greens are in a better position. So this is good. All right, 1 second, guys. Someone's at the door. All right, gamers, so sorry about that. Someone was at the door, but we're back, and no time has been lost. So the Red Menace begins to move through the trenches here, with the last remaining Green soldiers doing a desperate style defense. BAR soldier here without his helmet getting grenaded and then just shot down. A few more soldiers way back here as well for the Greens. Basically, these guys need to stall until these puppies are back to being fully loaded, and then it will be good. So the same strategy goes throughout this entire battle, essentially. You know, the Greens aren't switching it up. Oh, here we go. Yes, another strike. Big hits are needed right now, and they were not found. Very, very minor hits right there. They did get some kills, which is very helpful, of course, but it wasn't enough. By the way, the Reds completely ignoring these soldiers way back here, which is definitely a very good thing for the Greens right there. Though they have taken out 2 of these artillery pieces thus far right now. Oh, here we go. Another one, and this one is what we needed. A big slaughter right there for the Red Troopers, leaving them with very, very little in their arsenal to defeat the remaining Greens. This is the first time when I think there's been a turning point in this battle where the Greens could have hopes of actually winning this thing with just their infantry. So even if the artillery dies, I think they stand a decent chance. But that's the thing, is the artillery is still alive, baby, and it just about wipes out the last remaining Red soldiers right there. Holy cow. So there are a few way back here. We'll go ahead and try to bring them on forward right now to this position here so that we can clean up the last of the battlefield right now. But there's very few of them, and the Greens actually for once outnumber the Reds in this scenario. And we do have another bombardment right there, probably wiping out a solid number of Reds, and just a few Reds remain out here. Let's go in fast motion. This was definitely one of the most interesting battles we've done on the channel in a while. Oh my god, there's a T-34-76. Oh my god, that's a major problem. I didn't think any of these were left alive, dude. Okay, we need big hits, and they didn't get the big hits they needed. Are there any green bazooka soldiers? Okay, the tides have turned again. Oh, there's 2 bazooka soldiers back here. That is big. That is promising. There's another one back here. And there's one here too. Okay, that is very promising. Oh, the tides could potentially still turn though in the Reds' favor with the addition of this tank. The land mattresses, oh, they do end up getting the kill right there. Okay, there's just a few Red soldiers left alive. Let's go ahead and oorah, charge them forward. Wowza. This was one heck of a battle, dude. I mean, you gotta admit, it came close for both sides at different points in time. And I honestly thought the Reds were going to stampede at one moment, and then I thought, oh my goodness, the Greens just might do it, and they did. Oh, what a battle. So if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to hit the like button. Red soldiers on the ground are the Reds, yellow are the Greens right here. You can see it was a slaughter for both sides, but more so for the Reds. Definitely a lot of explosions did delete bodies, and so did some of the vehicles too. So we're seeing a minute number of the bodies, but still a solid amount. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Either way, I will see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.